What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ross the Boss coming at you with an all-new Let's Play Europa Universalis 4. We are now on part 38 of our Better Than Napoleon achievement campaign. And of course, we have kicked the Ottomans' butt. Looks like the war after that was, the Commonwealth came in, kicked their butts once again, and now Russia has come in, and with the help of Cologne, they are certainly kicking butt and taking names. In the meantime, we do have a lot of overextension, 135%. We declared war on Burgundy, took some of their core provinces, and right now we are coring some of our conquered territory. And of course, we are making money and trying to grow our economy. In the meantime, our manpower is going to recoup itself over time. We have a variety of manufacturers being constructed, weapons and naval equipment, and of course some workshops and cathedrals. For the time being, we aren't going to go all the way. We will reduce our maintenance by about 50%. I am expecting to see a lot of, uprisings here in the near future. And we do have a theologian, which of course will ensure that our uprisings won't necessarily get too out of control. We are going to be getting -2 unrest per province. We have demand unlawful territory from Austria. They can go screw themselves. We will not be returning any territory to the Empire anytime soon. I would love to go ahead and take over Friesland, but unfortunately, they now have 6 provinces. I was hoping to vassalize them completely. It may not happen anytime soon. We now have a bastion here inside our newly conquered province. Once again, this will create another barrier for any invading empire. And we do have a lot of ships here that are, of course, we are paying for them, even though we are not at war. We might go ahead, send them all to Sardinia. Go ahead and mothball these ships. We certainly don't need to be paying all of this, these ducats. And of course, if we go to our diplomatic map mode, you can see here that we have claims on all of Friesland, all of Burgundy. But if we go to our aggressive expansion map mode, a lot of countries absolutely hate us, and they hate us a lot. I believe we have a few more years until we can declare on the Ottomans. We could declare on Tunisia right now, but I don't believe we will. Instead, I believe we are going to finally finish off Scotland, and it looks like they are a colonial overlord of Scottish Brazil, which will be fine. Let's send 22,000 troops up to Scotland, and we should be able to... you know what? I'm really not sure if we have any claims, and it doesn't look like we do. Let's remove a diplomat from Bavaria, send him up, start fabricating some claims, and in order to do that, we will, of course, need to build up our spy network. Looks like Ferrara has been improved as much as possible. So many countries hate me right now that, of course, this could be quite dangerous. After all of these cores finish completing, we will, of course... Oh, geez. Looks like a lot of countries have entered a military coalition against me. I will go ahead and improve our army maintenance just a tiny bit. A lot of countries absolutely hate me. And because I have the money, I may as well produce 22,000 more troops. Let's produce them here in Paris. A lot of countries have joined the coalition. We have to ensure that our allies like us once again, and I believe they do. Our next few wars will have to be against either Tunisia or the Ottomans. We do want some of these coalitions to die down, and unfortunately the only way that will work is, in time. We are about to have Burgundian uprisings here. Let's bring our army maintenance all the way to the top. If I can click it. 22,000 men should be moving up to Scotland. Let's improve relations wherever we can. I believe Brandenburg is still an ally. We should improve relations as much as possible. And unfortunately, we do have unlawful territory and a lot of aggressive expansion. And of course, Spain here is quite a very powerful ally. We have our very first uprising. We should be able to take them out fairly quickly. Let's mothball a few of these ships. Try to save us as many ducats as we can. And it could be very useful to go ahead and try to build... you know what? I would love to build a grand shipyard, but we lack the funding, unfortunately. And making quick work of these separatists. Let us convert another Protestant to the another province to the one true religion. Let's get rid of this Sunni province. Here we are in Tunis. Now, of course, my next war is most likely going to be against the Ottomans or even Tunisia. Tunisia will call in the Ottomans and, of course, this province down here. Now, if my plan works well, I'll have a lot of coastline helping secure the Mediterranean. I will even take some additional provinces from the Ottomans themselves. I could, of course, declare on Venice, taking over Crete or even the Knights. They are allied with Portugal and Württemberg. We have the ability to make a new state. We will allow that to happen, gaining us more ducats for the future, improving our empire. And very soon we will take over these 3 territories in Scotland. It could be quite nice to take over some Norwegian territory as well. They are allied to Denmark. I'm really trying to grow fast but steady at the same time. I'm trying to play as defensive as possible. Trying to find that little niche. We are, unfortunately, land technology research is useless. We will be losing 10 prestige. We have 2 lazy diplomats. Let's improve the relations with Denmark. Get them up there. How does Lubeck look? They absolutely hate us. And we have the unlawful territory. Part of me would love to strike down the Holy Roman Empire, but unfortunately I'm not too sure exactly what I would need to do. I believe Oldenburg would need to be destroyed and Friesland as well. If we go to our ledger here, unpause the game, go to our economy, income comparison, we can see that I have almost double the income of some of our rivals here. Russia has 112 ducats every month. We are about to have another uprising here. And Switzerland, the Ottomans are down to 103 ducats every single month, mostly through taxation and production. And Arawak obviously is only getting money through the spoils of war. The Commonwealth making 84 ducats every month. We should be able to take out anything the enemy throws at us. Alright, we have some Swiss separatists coming any moment now. And let's see who's in our coalition here. A lot of countries, but fortunately for us, they aren't too strong or too tough here. Now, once we unlock land clearance, we will be clear to unlock the Constitution at administrative power level 22. And when that happens, we will once again get another idea here. I'm thinking of either defensive ideas, having a land maintenance modifier reduction, way stronger generals, more morale, that could certainly benefit us for the entire game. You know, not having to pay as much money for our military means we could have more military, you know, essentially all around the Mediterranean. And even if we decide to expand into some of these other provinces as well. We have completed our mission, 50 support for manufactories, gained 2 base production in Nantes. And looks like we have the ability to find and create another state. We will go ahead and pursue this as well. We are waiting for the uprising in Bernay, which should be here, of all places in the hills. Part of me would like to outright vassalize Friesland, but a lot of countries hate me as it is. I don't really know if I want this, you know, to keep improving. Or, excuse me, I don't want to know if this will continue to decelerate, and it looks like it obviously will. Vassalizing Burgundy and vassalizing Friesland could be a major benefit for us, at least here in Europe. Let's try to gain some more ducats. There is no reason for us to be paying a maintenance fee on all of our forts, bringing us up about 9 ducats every single month. And of course, we are going to begin our invasion of Scotland. Let's take over Aberdeen, or Aberdeenshire. Find us a general, of course. Let's go with Marc de Bonnefoy. And we will begin. Are you serious? We need to fabricate a claim, or at least wait 1 day. They don't have any allies. That will be fine. Taking out whoever we can. I wonder if they even have any forts, and it looks like they do. We'll split our army in half and divide and conquer. Part of me would love to take over England as well, but all in good time, I suppose. Now, they do have allies, Brabant and the Iroquois, and they are in a coalition against me. Norway could be another target as well. Taking over a few of these islands will, of course, secure our trade power in the Northern Sea. And of course, the Swiss will rise in time. It might be easier. Go ahead, leave this province. And of course, hope they will rebel in time. That's very odd. Oh, you know what happened? Because I declared war, all of my forts became unmothballed. And let's reunite the rest of our men, bring them into Aberdeenshire, bring our diplomats home. And Sweden is still under a personal union with Denmark. Let's try to improve our relations somewhere, if anywhere. There's not too much that we can do to mend this area. Really all in good time. Let's improve relations with our new ally of Persia and try to protect them whenever possible. The Ottomans are going to be losing a lot of territory. You know, surprisingly enough, even though they occupy all this territory, they are at -5. Of course, the Ottomans are sieging down Russia, losing manpower. And we are about to siege down the last province in Scotland. And I want to outright annex you. And it looks like we will. They have a variety of other territory. But I don't think I want to worry about the Americas just yet. Let's end this war. And now I have all of the English Isles. I'm expecting more and more countries are going to hate me. Let's core whatever we can. We need 94 administrative power. And we certainly don't need this bastion here. Oh, and I would love to take over the rest of England, but all in good time, I suppose. We are reaching our maximum manpower very, very soon. I really want to take out these Swiss separatists. And, of course, create our final core. 24,000 more men. I may go ahead and try to declare war as soon as possible. Let's unmothball all of these ships, have them repair themselves. And of course, I would love to have a grand shipyard, which it would, of course, local ship repair and local ship build time will be decreased. Let's unmothball our heavies and start funneling some men down to the Tunisian coast. Actually, let's leave you here for now. Unfortunately, looks like Tunisia has joined the coalition. There's really nowhere that we can expand where people won't get upset. Let's begin fabricating claims on Tunisia and, of course, the Ottomans as well. Take over whatever we can. Start growing stronger and stronger, and fairly soon we may be able to just outright defeat these coalitions, but I'd rather play it safe and try not to make nearly any mistakes. Looks like the Spanish are conquering the Aztecs. We are now in the year 1660, and I'm not too sure when this happened, but we are now in first place overall. We now have the ability to recruit another advisor, and it looks like Colbert is still available, a treasurer, gaining us 10% national tax modifier, which of course is very, very strong. And let's see what else. Our rebel uprising in Switzerland is still ticking down. Hasn't happened just yet. We now have all of the English Isles here. We will be moving into Ireland soon enough. I would love to conquer Friesland, but of course, let's just see what this would look like. Okay, I would be in a war with Tunisia, but I could easily take out all of these countries. That looks dangerous. With the help of the Commonwealth, geez. Well, you know what I also could do? I would love to, obviously Spain loves me. We could easily bring them in. Brandenburg would help with, if we give them a influx of money. We are nearing our maximum manpower. Let's go ahead and create more men and prepare for our invasion here. We are going to be having 216,000 men. Might as well just get a little bit more as well. Let's see if we can get any type of contribution from our bourgeoisie. Unfortunately, we cannot. We do have the power to demand administrative power and demand military power. We are going to be preparing for our next war. And it's most likely going to be against these coalitions. Now, if the Commonwealth was to help, it could certainly be very, very useful. Because Burgundy is not part of the Holy Roman Empire, obviously we do have a truce until 1671. I was hoping the Commonwealth could join. What if we went to war with England? Obviously, the rest of the coalition would join in as well. I would be able to drag in the Commonwealth, Brandenburg, and Prussia. I think I will go ahead and do that. Do I have any type of Conquest Casus Belli's. I do not. Let's fabricate some claims and see what happens in good time. Looks like we have been streaming for about 21 minutes now, so I am going to go ahead and end this episode here. As always, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.